YouTube, what it do, loved ones? You know the motto if you can. After the story, go over there, hit me with a like, which is a thumbs up, and that'll let me know I'm kicking my stuff. This story right here is about a legendary homeboy that's a G from Inglewood Center Park Bloods by the name of B.Active, homie. And B.Active was a solid homeboy with a arrogant cockiness style about himself, homie. But the homie will go all out for you if you a solid, reputable homie. So now this story right here, this was a Los Angeles County Jail mainline story, homie. And at this particular time in the Los Angeles County Jail, mid 90s, it's like a seesaw up in there, homie. It's like a seesaw. It's up and down with the rips and the bloods at that time. You know what I'm saying? We catching rips at court in different spots, getting off on them. And the rips is catching homies, moving and mixing on homies. And kind of at that time, in my era of the mid 90s, a lot of dudes was going down for, different type of crimes involving senseless gang violence, homie. So anyway, like I say, it's up and down with the Crips and the Bloods, and we moving on them and they moving on us. So at this particular time, homie, it's a couple young rips in there that's wild, that's trying to run mid-aged damus up. And in the same token, it's young homies that's trying to catch older rips and run them up, homie, since this is how they was playing at that time. So anyway, homie, it was said that some young rips had caught some mid-aged damus and ran up in one of them dorms on the homies, homie. When they was up in there, got up in one of them dorms and wind up moving on some mid-aged older damus. When they run up in here, I guess they already had their men's and was target. And they target, they go straight in there and go to work on some mid-aged damus out here. Bing, 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 bing. This how the word get back. Bing, 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 bing. So niggas is like, did the homies handle their business? So word was the homies, when the rips run up in here taking off, say the homies got the flexing back. Boom, 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 boom. But by the homies being mid-age, we was only able to fight so long against them youngsters, homie. Boom, 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 boom. So the word was it got broke up. Bam. Police come up in there, it gets broke up. So bam, we hearing about this. So as different homies is going to court, we catching the description of these youngster rips that's running around acting like this, homie. So bam, another incident we hear about these same young dudes doing the same thing, catching some more homies this time on the county jail bus. And those that never rode the Los Angeles County jail bus, sometimes it's like an awkward way that they cuff you sometimes. So sometimes you might not have your best hand or something like that. So they say that young rips get off on some homies on the county jail bus, try to break a homie leg or something. So the homies say, I guess they on the bus moving, and the rips, on the bus, and as they rolling through different rip hoods, they getting excited. Cause dudes, sometimes when you take different routes, you will see homies, you might see homies sometime, and rips a hell see they homeboys hell of at them times. Homie dudes was still out in the mid-90s. So they say the rips jump up on the bus and get to stomping at the homies. Homies stomping at the homies all up in there. And the homies is, fighting with awkward hands and kicking back, stomping back and all that up in there, homie. So bam, anyway, the police get involved with that again, homie. So bam, homie, to dive into the story some more, the Rips, they won up on the scoreboard on us, homie. You know what I'm saying? They up on the scoreboard up on us, homie. So bam, all point bulletin is out on these Rips. So word is, one day the homies go to court. So while they up in the court, mid-age homies, they blood and talking about their case and talking about these Rips, homie. If these Rips fall in, what might happen and how the homies gonna move and all that. And by the way, it was some more Rips that was already in the tank. But they was mid-age, dudes that hit each other up and that was it, homie. That was the word, homie. So bam, homie, as about an hour come in, there be different buses coming in and from people coming to different courts, coming from different spots. Two young wild Rips, homie, that the all point bulletin is out for. They fall up in there, homie. This what the word is. They fall up in there, homie. So bam, they up in there, yeah, cuz, moving around like they all that. And word is, the homies is just sitting back looking at these young dudes put on the act, homie. Yeah, cuz, we mixing motherfuckers, cuz, we doing this, cuz, we boot popping, cuz, all this, homie. So the homies say they just, posting in the cut. So they get around hitting people up. Yeah, homie, you know what I'm saying? Where y'all dudes from? So the homies like, this Bloods. Homies bring different blood turf. This Bloods, homie, you know what I'm saying? And so they say the young dudes hollering about don't nobody want to get it in here. Don't nobody seem like they want to get it. So the homies ain't, they ain't, like they like, fool, youngster, don't want to get it. You got us twisted. So the homies say a little time later, B.Active bell up in the court tank. And the homies is looking like shocked, like, ooh, we got us one of our young homeboys up in here, homie. And B.Active, those that don't know B.Active from Inglewood, Center Park Bloods, the homie about a little taller than me. The homie got Ness, and the homie got size, homie. He got some cool little arms, homie. And the homie like a wild, like a pet bull. The homie an exerciseaholic and all that, homie, when he behind them bars and on the street. So when the homie bell up in there, the mid-age homies is excited, like, whoa. So B.Active tap in, like, what's happening? What's going on? So the homies immediately tap in and let them know these Rips is on one of these Rips is on all type point bulletin board. Say B.Active, go straight in, homie, dive straight in with a roundhouse like the Damu's homies beat up high top on the top of the county jail blood module. B.Active hit one with a round kick, homie. Wham with a roundhouse and get old. Boom, 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 boom. Say the homies get old. Boom, 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 boom. Say the Rips up in there trying to lock. Boom, 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 boom. Say B.Active. He so wild and so amped. He run them down, homie. Boom, 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 boom. He run one down, homie. And then he get with the homies and run another one down. Boom, 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 boom. That the police come up in there, the homies still on them. Boom, boom. That the Rips trying to fight their way out the door. The homie police there too. Boom, 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 boom. Say the homie drive him out the door, even though the police spraying mace. The homie drive him out the door. Word is, mid-age older homies standing there, you know what I'm saying, watching B.Active and another homie or two do their thing, homie, and put us up back on the scoreboard, homie. So shout out to B.Active in the mid-90s that put us back up on the scoreboard with the Rips, when the young Rips was wild rushing us and we was trying to rush them, and they had got the last point. Like I said, 89 on up, G stuff, not E stuff. And shout out to B.Active for bringing us back to a tie, homie. But that's just how it was back in them days, homie, crippin' and blood. And we'd get down, rush each other and all that, homie. But that's just a fun story, homie. That ain't nothing to bring hostility or nothing. It's just how history went, homie. We did a lot of physical chunking them before a lot of street busting violence as well, homie. So 89 on up, G stuff, not G stuff. And I'm going to keep sending it, homie. And shout out once again to a legendary homeboy out the city of champs from Center Park Bloods. Be active, you'll be forever missed. From the Inglewood Blood Card and the Damu Card. Period, homie. I'm out.